Praise the Lord and welcome to Sunday Morning Christian Education. My name is Teraie Deloach. I attend Greater Bethlehem Temple Apostolic Church located on 4781 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati, Ohio, where Bishop James Chapman is the pastor. Today's lesson is titled, Jesus Heals 2 Demoniacs. The lesson text comes from Matthew chapter 8 verses 23 through 34. The golden text reads, "And behold, they cried out, saying, What have we to do with thee, Jesus, Son of God? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time?" That's Matthew chapter 8, verse 29. Google says a demoniac is a person believed to be possessed by an evil spirit. In last week's lesson, we saw how Jesus had the authority of power over sickness just by speaking a word. Even though we know Jesus has power over all things, today's lesson shows us more of Jesus' authoritative power. Jesus and the disciples got on a ship to go to the eastern side of the Sea of Galilee, to a place called Decapolis, to minister. There arose a violent storm. It was tossing the boat back and forth. The boat started filling up with water. The disciples were used to the storms because some were fishermen, but this storm frightened them. They thought they were going to drown. Meanwhile, Jesus was calmly asleep. One might think, how could he sleep during that time? I know I can sleep through a real good rain and storm, but not on the boat getting tossed back and forth. But Jesus is the creator of the winds and the storms. So why would he be afraid of something he created? The lesson says the disciples went back to wake Jesus up. They pleaded with Jesus to help them. Jesus replied, "Why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith?" The disciples had shown their lack of faith several times while traveling with Jesus. Here are just a few. In Matthew chapter 14, Peter showed his lack of faith when he attempted to walk on the water to Jesus and nearly drowned. In Matthew chapter 17, the disciples showed lack of faith when they couldn't cast out a demon. Jesus told them, If ye have faith of a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, Remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you." Jesus spoke to the storm and the wind, "Peace, be still," and it was calm. The disciples were impressed at that. Even though they seen many miracles Jesus had already done, but to control the storm was big. So they knew Jesus was on a whole nother level. He wasn't to be played with. He wasn't an ordinary man. They recognized Jesus as being the Son of God. Once the ship landed, Jesus and the disciples was greeted by 2 demon-possessed men. They would attack people, so the people were afraid to travel in that area. But when Jesus came, the demons immediately recognized him and bowed down and pleaded not to torture them and send them to where they belong any sooner than they were supposed to go, which was hell. As Bishop would say, tell hell I ain't coming. So they requested to be sent into a herd of pigs that was nearby. Jesus granted them their request and spoke the word, and their demonic spirits left the men and entered the pigs. But the pigs immediately entered to the sea and drowned. I guess they say, we're not having no part of that spirit. The men were recovered and free. But the people who saw this miracle went to tell the other townspeople, and they approached Jesus, possibly with fear or anger or fear of the unknown, because of the lost pigs. They wanted Jesus to leave. They didn't even stop to recognize the miracle that had taken place. 2 souls had been restored, and they could live normal lives. They should have been rejoicing, but instead they wanted Jesus to get up out of there. Don't get distracted by things and people in this world and miss out on your blessings. God is still in the miracle business, and He'll still blow your mind. Get to know Him and His ways, and you'll recognize Him and His miracles. There's nothing too hard for God. You got to have faith. I hope I have put something on your mind. Until next time, God bless.